Hello everyone, I am Reza Gonzalez and I will discuss the art from South Asia or the South Asian art. It is classified into two forms of art, the Buddhist and the Indian art. Let us first discuss the Buddhist art. Buddhist art is originated in the Indian subcontinent in the centuries following the life of the historical Gautama Buddha in the 6th to 5th century before the Common Era. Buddhist art traveled with believers as the Dharma spread, adopted, and evolved in each new host. So dahil marami na nakakilala sa Buddhist art, marami ng tao na nakakilala dito, at marami ng lugar or places na na-adopt yung Buddhist art, ito ay na-evolve or nag-change into each new host. Ito ay nagbago ayon kung saan lugar sila nakabatay. Ito ay na-develop sa iba't ibang parte ng Asia, hindi lang sa Indian subcontinent. Ito rin ay na-influensya nito ang pag-develop ng Hindu art. Nasasabi na ang Buddhism o yung relihiyong Buddhism ay muntikan na mawala sa India around the 10th century of the Common Era dahil sa paglawak o paglago ng relihiyong Islam, kasama na dito ang relihiyong Hinduism. So, sino nga ba si Gautama Buddha? Marami nagsasabi na siya ang Diyos ng relihiyong Buddhism. Pero sino nga ba talaga siya? Gautama Buddha or sa pangalang Siddhartha o Siddhartha Gautama o sa mas kilala bilang Buddha was a philosopher, meditator, spiritual teacher, and religious leader who lived in ancient India. Siya yung nagsulat nung novel Eightfold Path na merong 8 practices. Yun ay yung right view, right aspiration, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right meditation. Yun ang ginagawa para ma-achieve yung enlightenment and minimize the human suffering. So, sa kanya pinangalan yung relihiyong Buddhism. So, hindi siya Diyos. Siya ay isang philosopher at leader na nanghihikayat sa mga tao na gumawa ng mga tamang bagay. Mandala is an example of Buddhist art and a common visual device. It is a representation of ideal form of the universe. It may be employed as an inspiration, a spiritual teaching tool, or for meditation. So, balik tayo dun sa novel Eightfold Path. Meron dong right meditation, di ba? Yun ay tinutukoy na most important at pinaka-sentro ng Eightfold Path. And so, for Mandala, ito ay ginagawa for meditation. Another information about the mandala is, it is a diagram or chart that has a religion pattern or religious symbolism at the central or the middle part of the mandala. But some of the mandala has a geometric pattern that doesn't uses a religious symbolism or patterns. It is also used in ceremonial rituals. So one of the example of mandala is the mandala of Chandra, god of the moon. Another example of mandala is using a sun, which is the sun mandala. The example of this is this Chen Rezik sun mandala, and it is uses a geometric patterns. Here is another examples of mandala. Ito na yung pinaka-common or yung usually na makikita na natin as of now na example ng mandala. So kapag nag-search kayo, ito yung unang yung makikita. Kadalasan na lang may makikita na mandala with a religious symbol at the center of it. Karaniwan na ngayon yung mandala na ginagamitan ng geometric pattern. So, commonly, hugis bilog siya or shape na pa-flower. Si Carl Gustav Jung or si Carl Jung ay isang Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst na nagsasabi na ang mandala ay representation of the center of the unconsciousness self, or it is a psychological expression of ourselves. He also believed that creating mandalas offered a safe refuge of inner reconciliation and wholeness. Napansin niya kasi na yung paggawa ng mandalas ay nakakapagpakalma ng sarili at mas nakakapag-focus ang isang taong may psychological problems. The second art form of South Asian art is an Indian art. It can be classified into specific periods like a certain religious, political, and cultural developments. Yung pinakaunang example ng Indian art ay yung tinatawag na petroglyphs. So, ito yung natagpuan sa Bimbetka noong 5,500 before Christ era. Yung petroglyphs ay yung rock carving. Ito yung mga signs, symbols, images like animals, humans, or yung mga things na ginagawa ng mga tao noon na nakakaukit or inukit sa bato or sa cave surfaces. So, yung example pictures dito, yung nasa left side ay isa siyang elepante. Then, yung nasa right side, yun yung ceremonial na ginagawa ng mga Indian noon. Another example of Indian art is the Indus Valley Civilization. It is the earliest urban culture of the Indian subcontinent. Dito makikita yung mga important artifacts na ginawa ng mga Indian noon and the important innovations such as seal carving and metallurgy with copper, bronze, lead, and tin. Frescoes, ito yung mga mural painting na makikita natin sa mga wall or dun sa mga cave surfaces. So another example of Indian art is the Mughal painting. It is one of the contributions of Mughal Empire at naging Indian art. Miniature style siya na impluensya ng Persian miniatures at Mughal architectures. During the British Raj, modern Indian painting evolved as the result of combining traditional Indian and European styles. Raja Ravi Varma was a pioneer of this period. The Bengal School of Art developed during this period, led by Abanindranath Tagore, Gaganendranath Tagore, Jamini Roy, Mukul Dey, and Nandalal Bose. Ito ay si Raja Ravi Varma. Siya ay isang Indian painter at artist. He was also considered among the greatest artists in the history of Indian art. Sa Bengal School of Art makikita yung mga traditional Indian style painting at yung modern Indian painting. Ito yung mga taong nag-lead sa Bengal School. Yung Rangoli, yung pinaka-popular art forms in India art. It is a form of sand painting decoration that uses finely ground white powder and colors, and it is used commonly outside homes in India. It is usually created on the floor or a tabletop or na flat surface. It is created with different colors. So, di ba nga may example ng mandala which is gawa sa sand painting at ito namang rangoli is gawa talaga sa sand painting. Yung difference ng dalawa between mandala and rangoli are mandala created for spiritual purposes because it uses spiritual symbols like gods and goddesses or geometric patterns. While the rangoli can be geometric or may design or style that created to welcome the wealth and good luck inside our home or the house. Si Kapila Vatsyayan ay isang leading scholar of Indian classical dance, art, architecture, and art history. She served as a member of parliament and bureaucrat in India. But sadly, she died last September 16, 2020. Ayon sa kanya, ang classical Indian art ay may sari-sariling rules na pinagbabatayan pero may isang procedure silang sinusunod na nakabase sa relationship ng spiritual beliefs, symbols, and states. Insight into the unique qualities of Indian art is best achieved through an understanding of the philosophical thought, the broad cultural history, social, religious, and political background of the artworks. So overall, both Buddhist art and Indian art ay nag-evolve with religion, cultural aspects, social relationships, society, and political background. Nakita rin natin na yung Buddhist art at Indian art ay merong medyo magkatulad na art form, which is yung Rangoli and the mandala. So, sana may natutunan kayo sa South Asian art. So, yun lang. Salamat. Muli ako si Raisa Gonzalez, nag-uulat.